Once again, warm welcome to today's meeting. We're going to be talking about CleverBooks Ambassador Program, and I'm going to run through very quickly about what that entitles, give you just a brief feedback about who CleverBooks is, and also mention a little bit about our main product, Augmented Classroom. Just a brief introduction about myself. My name is Dr. Ina Armstrong. I'm one of the co-founders of CleverBooks. And I've been with CleverBooks all the way from the very, very beginning. And it's been an enjoyable and a bumpy ride sometimes. What I would like to do today is really showcase you what has been achieved until now and why we're actually also starting this ambassador program for this year. So maybe you can just briefly put number one if you're familiar with augmented reality. And as you can see, in augmented reality, you can really hold the world just at your fingertips, and your students can do the same thing. So that's the beauty of it. And the students love the opportunity to explore different topics from a visual perspective. And that's where augmented reality really makes kind of a pivotal difference, I would say, in the way that we educate the kids. We've seen that over the last 8 years that CleverBooks exists, and it's great opportunity to actually see the young minds having this little light bulb, over their hands and say, oh, that's what it is, and exploring different topics and subjects when they're just right in front of them. So as we have quite a few people who are not 100% familiar with what CleverBooks is, I'm just going to give a very brief overview. We are the European-based company, and over the last 8 years, we've been actively involved in the European Commission academic projects, the research projects of bringing augmented reality to education. We worked with a number of universities globally to have the opportunity to pilot test the solutions that we had, including Augmented Classroom in classroom settings. And overall, over the last 8 years, we've been basically present in over 78 countries now, starting from educators, from just classroom teachers, all the way to school principals and technology coordinators and educational consultants who believe that augmented classroom could be a solution that will create engaging and interactive learning environments. And as it's backed up heavily with the research, with academic research done by 7 universities in Europe, I think it makes a very strong background that it's not just a solution that was created by developers, but it's actually a solution that was co-created with educators together. And everything that you would see in the augmented classroom is basically things that have been advised by our academic advisory board, educational advisory board, and for people to actually put in the tools that would be required for teacher in the classroom to make their lesson more interesting, interactive, to get the information to students in a simpler way. And you can see right here how the kids are exploring the world map in the augmented reality environments, or for example, the geometry, and learning about shapes in 3D and the difference between 3D and 2D mode. And all this is backed up by the research. You could say that we come up to the conclusion that yes, augmented reality can increase by up to 100% the retention rate. It can help the students to increase their test scores, even if they're performing the small little tests and quizzes in the primary school settings. And specifically, if we talk about students with special needs and special educational needs, ADHD students with dyslexia, and we've seen a tremendous interest and a tremendous difference in the way how they can concentrate by using augmented reality in the classroom. We have multiple teachers and we had multiple ambassadors who actually were doing the research outside also with different projects. And it gave the opportunity for them also to make the lessons more personalized and adaptable to the needs of all students. And that was quite rewarding to see how that works. Beyond that, mentioned about all the different Horizon 2020 European funded projects, and also the collaborations that we had with hardware providers, multiple awards, recognitions, publicity, and everything that we've done is not just recognized within Europe, but also is recognized in the US quite heavily. And we've done a lot of webinars, events for homeschool educators. So you could see that the solution is applicable not only for classroom use, but it's also possible for homeschool educators to use that and help their kids to find a way to learn through the digital technology as well. And we talk about Augmented Classroom, and some of you are aware what that is. Some of you had the chance to give a try. We do have free access for 7 days to the complete Augmented Classroom. However, what if you have experienced that? That's great, and you have experienced only partially what was available in the Augmented Classroom 1.0. And this is the exciting part here, because we're launching some new and exciting features that will be launched from September this year, specifically for back to school campaign. So in a sense, we're launching the Augmented Classroom 2.0 with additional exciting features where students can not only explore, create, collaborate, and perform different quizzes in 3D learning environments, in augmented reality environments, but where we heavily integrate also the AI voice assistant, where a student can actually talk to an elephant and ask an elephant, where you're from, and or tell me a little bit about where do you live. And the elephant would be able to actually reply and say, well, the voice assistant, of course, will help to communicate with the students and give that necessary information to the students that they can better learn, and excite them also about, let's say, the discovery process. At the same time, we don't want to integrate, and we've done quite a bit of research before we decided to integrate certain AI features. Specifically related to to help the teachers to save time and save preparation time for different lessons, and also find a way how they can adjust the lesson planning according to different students' needs. Specifically, if you have a diversity of students in your classroom, maybe students with ADHD, with dyslexia, and maybe difficulties in learning, etc. So we're launching the AI feature that would be able to help actually teachers to prepare lessons using the AI tools as well. But at the same time, it just gives the opportunity to coordinate with curriculum, what is required for you to present, but at the same time with the existing features of Augmented Classroom, and to bring that up as a comprehensive lesson plan where you know what could be done step by step, and being ready, let's say, for using the digital technology in a very simple way, and at the same time in a very efficient way, and where the structure of the lesson hopefully would be a benefit for you, and add on how you can explore that with your students. So that's what new is coming as part of Augmented Classroom. So at the moment, we have done the little adjustments, although Augmented Classroom and the content that is part of it, either an explorative content in the 3D in augmented reality environments, or collaborative or co-creative content is used by teachers all the way to high school. We, to a certain point, suggest and let's say position it for a primary education, because we see that's the most benefit. That's where we actually have the research data saying that it has the biggest impact on students' learning. And however, certain features, for example, AI voice assistants, the lesson planning with the AI tools, And at the same time, for example, the interactive quizzes that would be performed by students in the augmented reality environment in multiple languages, this could definitely be used all the way through middle and high school. So just kind of a comprehensive approach towards teaching certain subjects in more interactive and inclusive way. And this is just a short overview that we support the content that is part of Augmented Classroom. It supports almost any school subject at the primary school level. We divide it as math, art, creativity, language, technology, science, and social studies. But you can see that the content type is about creation in AR or 3D, exploration, collaboration, where students can collaboratively join the creative or explorative environment, and they can perform certain tasks in a team. And also the AI assistant that will allow you to create a more comprehensive lessons and support that exploration. And at the same time, the AI a voice assistant would help the kids to actually interact with the content that they're exploring and get a deeper knowledge about a specific topic. And the supporting features that are there also to support you as an educator, or if you're an educational consultant who would be presenting this augmented classroom to other teachers, that would be, let's say, strongest point that you can also say that it's not just the opportunity to use another digital tool, but it's actually all-in-one comprehensive solution that provides the opportunity to create interactive, engaging lessons, specifically focused on personalized learning, blended learning, and opportunity for each student to get best opportunities to learn and actually understand the content. From a impact point of view, this is something that again has been backed up by the research in terms of the efficiency of delivering the curriculum for a teacher, and at the same time improved motivation test scores and retention rates from a student perspective, as well as the opportunity to provide this personalized, inclusive learning environment where each student is given the task according to their capabilities, despite this diverse range of the students' capabilities in the classroom. And all that is done through the AI assistants that can help you as a teacher to create the variety of lesson levels according to students' levels of capabilities and the learning opportunities. And you can see how Augmented Classroom has been used in the class. Those are just a few ideas specifically related to the world map, which is probably one of the most interesting, let's say, products that is part of Augmented Classroom. And it could be a physical product that is a big printed map that the students can explore in a very interactive way, or it could be just a small digitally printable map where again, students can maybe have on a smaller scale, the opportunity to explore and see what is on each continent, starting from animals, plants, different political modes, and more and more and more. So we're not going to go deep into the Augmented Classroom itself. You will be provided a comprehensive training on the new updated solution. So this is not the point for today's discussion. It's just an overview for you on what the brand is, what CleverBooks is, what is the solution that's the main focus on, and there are quite a lot of updates that come in to make that solution even stronger. And at the same time, of course, to understand how the pricing works. At this stage, what you've seen probably is Augmented Classroom has been a paid solution with the opportunity to sign up for a 7-day free trial and actually get access to all the features that are currently there. And from September this year, we are diverting to a little bit of different educational plans. We want to make sure that the teaching with augmented reality and the 3D learning environment is accessible and affordable to anyone. Therefore, we decided to create a free forever plan that would be accessible to a single user educator, single user as a teacher, where the teacher would be able to explore and demonstrate different topics related to creation of content, 3D or AR, or exploration of pre-designed content with students on their own device. And that account would be accessible at no cost. The most important thing is that the teacher has the right device to be able to actually demonstrate how the part of solutions or the activities that are part of the solution work. And of course, there would be a pro version of a comprehensive augmented classroom that will have an additional features related to AI elements that I've mentioned to you about. And again, we work with different commercial organizations and want to make sure that the solution is affordable. So that's why we price it at $199 per student per month, which is if you look at what is available right now in terms of digital solutions specifically for education, I think it's probably the lowest cost possible, considering the value of what is part of the education solution that currently there. I can see the question for the AI component: is the model made in-house, or does it use a 3D party? There are lots of integration. I would need to double check. I'm not talking to developers, let's say, in depth about it, but there are a lot of integration, API integrations, but as well as adjusted and from privacy policy perspective, etc., and so customized to specifically meet the needs of students at the primary level. So we're aware of all those concepts. That's why it's customization based on the open source solutions that are available. But thank you for the questions. So, and now we're going to the ambassador program. The idea is for you today to present to you how it's structured, what are the benefits, and also what the expectations are from ambassadors. We're not looking to bring on board the volume ambassadors. We prefer to stay as a small team and a small community of ambassadors. That's why we created quite a comprehensive program based on what we used to have, and we extended it now to even more opportunities, and as I said, decided to keep it small. And the idea would be to provide really you the opportunity for experience exchange and a collaboration as educational professionals throughout this ambassador program, as we'll be providing a lot of professional development trainings, not only on the product itself, but also on different trends of digital technology, where it's moving, how it's aligned with the educational needs in different countries. And all that information we're sourcing from the current programs that we're participating, Erasmus Plus and other programs funded by European Commission, and also with different universities that we're collaborating around the world. So everything, you basically will get access to the current trends on how things work in different countries and the different classrooms. In relation to application of innovative technologies and how you can personally also grow as part of this program. So those are basic perks of what you will get as a brand ambassador. We're providing definitely the access to basic license, the license plan for you if you're a classroom teacher. So you actually can use it at no cost for up to 10 students in the classroom, and that would be a subscription that would be an opportunity for you to integrate that in your daily or weekly activities in the classroom. There are quite a few discounts also provided, and what we've done and what we will do is we definitely would provide you the opportunity for global recognition as a CleverBooks ambassador. We do quite a lot of promotion. We provide the opportunity for you to get access to Global Educator Network through those monthly experience exchange meetings that we'll be doing. I've mentioned to you already the professional development trainings that will be part of it, and also additional rewards for the top performing ambassadors. And we will do all the social media shout outs, introduce you as a third leader, as a professional, and think about it from perspective of personal brand building. And we've done it quite well before. We will do it again in a perspective of this specific brand ambassador program. And you would definitely have all the promo codes for your network, and also the opportunity to get extra income in terms of commission from all the, let's say, promotional activities if the people sign up for Augmented Classroom paid version, and that would be count as an additional 20% commission for you from each sale based on the promotion that's come from your efforts. So you will get the presentation or the recording of this presentation, so you can take a print screen if you would like to, but otherwise it will all be provided to you. So that's in terms of what we provide as part of this program. And in return, we do ask for certain commitments. And so you will see a very clear roadmap on the next slide, what would be the commitment and how we can make it work for both of us in a way where each party can contribute the best possible. And for us, it is important that you share your feedback with us. And if you're a classroom teacher, if you're using Augmented Classroom on your daily, weekly, monthly basis, it is important for us to understand how we can improve it based on your feedback and your insights. Of course, you would be able to support your community with onboarding. We hope that you would be committed for at least a year to work together with us. And we hope that you would be able to attend monthly meetings. Again, we provide it for the purpose of experience exchange rather than, let's say, commercial points. So it's not going to be much of talking about let's say sales, marketing, etc., but we'll be covering important topics that maybe each one of you can share. Okay, this is what worked best, and this is what the feedback that I get from the teachers who I talk to, community I talk to, and that way you actually can grow also as a team and provide, again, build your personal brand, maybe on a broader, larger perspective. So certain number of social media posting, and also quite important for us to submit monthly planning and reporting. So now don't get scared about that. I know that some of you are overwhelmed with planning and reporting. We've done that previously. It's a very simple template that will be created for you and will be very easy to fill in as an online form, which would require up to 5 minutes of your time, or maximum of 10 minutes of your time, just once every month. And we will be talking individually to each one of you as a next step, and I'll show you the next steps as well, so we can talk about how you see the collaboration with CleverBooks, what kind of activity you would like to do. We'll draw from the data that you added in the application form, ambassador application form, and at the same time we create the opportunity of making it as a more feasible plan that you can follow, and at the same time we can provide you as much help as possible. As the next steps after the information meeting today, you will get the recording. You have the opportunity to think about what this ambassador program about and the commitment that might be required. After this meeting, you would be invited to one-on-one intro calls with me, and where you have the chance to ask all the questions, and where we talk about a little bit your individual experience and individual plan for how you see to bring Augmented Classroom and CleverBooks brand in your region and your network. and then would create also a plan of first week submissions, which are 3 things that will be mentioned on the next slide. And after that, you'll get access to Augmented Classroom Pro version for exploration, use, and further, let's say, activities. And we'll provide you a comprehensive training on Augmented Classroom and additional topics related to use of AR and AI in education, specifically in K-6 education. And you would be getting the official certification that you are not just CleverBooks Ambassador, but Ambassador with knowledge of application of AR and AI in education. And then you would be ready to get on with building the community, getting the activities that you plan to do, and hopefully bringing that voice to your community, how of the importance of use of innovative technologies like augmented reality, and I would say strategic use of those technologies rather than just a nice-have tools that could be perceived as cool for students to interact with once, but rather from a perspective that this is a must-have tool nowadays when we live in a digital technology world, and that has a strong academic relevance and application to the curriculum, and as well as the opportunity for individualized and personalized learning for students to bring the best out of them. I mentioned that the week 1 submissions would be from each one of you the intro post on all your social media channels announcing that you are now the CleverBooks Ambassador. All the visuals, all the supporting material will be presented to you, so you don't even have to do much work in here. So it's all on us. And also you would need to have to fill in the simple form, as I mentioned, about your vision of the roadmap, or we can even do it together on one-on-one call. And it would be great if you have the chance to actually look at Augmented Classroom as a solution, have the opportunity to explore it and provide your first feedback, again, through the submission form by the end of first week in September. Once those submissions are done, you would get the access to a pro version of Augmented Classroom, and then you can start using that on daily basis, or share with your network how it works, do the demos, do the presentations through webinars, through events, etc. And then we have certain commitments throughout of the first month, and then on monthly basis that would be we would like you to do is, again, using the actual solution if it's applicable to you, if you're a classroom teacher. Also doing regular social media posting. If you would like to engage with certain CleverBooks activities like contributing the blog post or being a guest speaker at our webinar, at our podcast interviews, we always welcome that opportunity. And at the same time also engage with CleverBooks social media and execute your individual plan for promotion and community building purposes. And at the end of each month, I mentioned to you about a monthly planning and reporting, and ambassador calls with experience exchange, and really sharing the feedback and insight of users of the community that you talk to, so we can get that feedback, we can integrate back to feed that back to our developers, our product development team, and actually make Augmented Classroom even better. So each teacher or each student has the opportunity to learn according to their abilities. So this is in a nutshell what the Ambassador Program is about. Basic information that is part of our new updated Ambassador Program related to CleverBooks Augmented Classroom. If you have any questions, you're very welcome to reach out to Helena. She would be the person to answer all your questions. And then after this call, by the end of this week, you would get an invitation or communication about invitation to one-on-one meetings. And then you can make a decision if that would be something for you, and if you would like to proceed with cooperation with CleverBooks. And thank you for your time.